Okay, we're back from the Kingdom Hearts stream. Okay, so um last time we went for like the Birth by Sleep 0.2. Okay, 0.2 game. It's I won't say it's a game, it's more like a preview game demo, more like, okay? Because not only that it's like the second Birth by Sleep, it's also literally like a 0.2 version of the like 20% of the game. Okay, because I don't know whether if it's like a full game in other consoles or something, but like we start off at level 50. Okay, so but then like the story feels like it started from there because it's like from Aqua's perspective. Maybe like if there is a full game, it is about Mickey and then like he's trying to find Aqua. I can accept it from that point of view, but well, and also like Aqua is also like a Keyblade master game, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm just like enjoying the. I'm just enjoying the game. Okay, like I always say, I'm more of a turn-based strategy kind of guy, but I can stomach Kingdom Hearts battle system. Okay, the story on the other hand, it's like okay, it's like you have to like have like a a whole whiteboard of it, okay, like a whole whiteboard, and they're like, okay, this is linked to this, and like this guy links to this guy, but also he's the enemy of that guy that we just pointed at, and he's also friends to the other guy, so it's like a whole tangle web, and all you just need to know, Xehanort. Why? I don't know. So anytime there's like a plot twist, Xehanort is there. That's the only thing that I that I can like. Okay, is it a bad guy? Yes. Is it not a bad? Is it a good guy? Yes. They must be Xehanort. So like one way or another, they're linked to Xehanort. Okay, so like when in doubt, ask yourself, is that Xehanort? So basically my that's basically my go-to flow, of like the flow chart. If you're lost about Kingdom Hearts, ask yourself, does Xehanort have something to do with this? Okay, so Kingdom. So this time I'm gonna go check out Kingdom Hearts back cover. It's like a movie. It's like a movie, like a bunch of scenes together. From what I understand, it's like a before one. I forgot which one is it. Okay, but this one like to prepare us for 3. Okay, so let's go. I did check it out a little bit, but that was like just I did check it out yesterday a little bit just to make sure that it's like a full movie and stuff. And at first I was like kind of lost. Why am I lost? Well, you're about to find out. Because when I saw this, I was like, wait, is it this terrible? The quality? And then like, look at that. Like, there's so many words. They're not stopping to let us read. The 5 who came, the 5 who read the manuscript, the 5 fated land will be, the light will see, and the fate blah blah. See? Are they trying to make us? Do they want us to read? They harness unimaginable. That's why like when I was like going through this, like, can you please slow down? At the very least, let me read. Okay? And I got a feeling they don't want us to read this thing. Okay? And from what I see, this game, well, supposedly it seems to be like a game. Okay? It's based on one of the mobile game studios, okay? Because Square Enix has a division that makes like this Final Fantasy rhythm game, and it really comes from that. Okay, like it's a spin-off, but Kingdom Hearts there's a lot of spin-off, so it's not really like a spin-off, if you get what I mean. Like Kingdom Hearts, the spin-off is like their minor series, if that makes sense. And there is a movie coming up. Not this kind of graphics. Wait, wall. Since they didn't stop to make us read, I feel like this is a very throwaway, like, the explanation of things. It'll be much more enjoyable if they like, okay, somebody narrate this whole thing. They're literally going through, oh, the Keyblade graveyard. So that's why we have so many Keyblade. I don't understand. I don't understand. What Xehanort is behind this? Ace of Luxu.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7. Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
You know, I understand, like, that is their uniform. I understand that is their uniform. Okay. I don't get why they, like, had to close
Here, take it.
their face. And, like I say, everything leads back to Xehanort. That's Xehanort's Keyblade.
In the Master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luxu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come. Long, long ago, all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Isn't that Ansem? But then, like, that was when the world was one. Ansem was, like, when the world was already separated. But I do know that he had 6 disciples, right? Ace of Era.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes. But I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough.
And if I'm not wrong, the garb that he's wearing is like a tradition for Final Fantasy series. That's like the garb for the that's like the garb for the summoner job class, if I'm not mistaken.
Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
That's Xehanort, right?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish, dim, fade. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, They're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then
If the
what do you want us to do?
okay. So just now we did saw that probably this the guy who gave the other guy like Xehanort's Keyblade, right? So assuming that guy is Xehanort, this guy is like the mastermind of all of this. Like, yeah, I'm not sure yet. Why do they have to like I say, I understand that's the uniform, like they wear that, but do they need to cover their face with it?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
Okay, is this the Keyblade War?
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye.
And she's gonna betray them.
The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask of the leopard, was given his role to uncover the mystery of the Book of Prophecies. Lushu, the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared.
That's Xehanort, right?
Not long after that, the Master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace. This is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure. 5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
The world is still warm yet, right, at this point?
There's a traitor among us.
The snake. It's always the snake.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
Exactly what the snake will say.
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
It's yours. Ah, isn't that the one from Dream Drop Distance? The song?
Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Chirithy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
It's not helping with the story. It make it more
Like
complicated.
Cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
You just want to sell stuff.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
Yep, dream drop distance.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare,
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others.
Why don't you explain this in dream drop distance?
Nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Don't insult me!
Come on, Hassan. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking.
The bear guy sounds very
It's
stiff.
not me.
It's the snake.
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Exactly what the
Yeah,
snake
in
will
that
say.
case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
that's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades.
I'll just like to say one thing. I imagine the first furry convention is like something like this, and then now it evolves to full-on body furry costumes.
There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are.
Snake.
You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What, did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Ased, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
He's also not the sharpest tool in the shed, you know. Like, him doing this makes him more like he's most probably the traitor. But like I say, like, the whole reason I say like why the snake is the traitor is because, like, of course snake is like from the biblical, like, Adam and Eve. Eve was conceived by the snake, and as we know, Kingdom Hearts, well, Square Enix, but especially Kingdom Hearts, they like to play on with this symbolism. So I'm 95% sure that it's the snake.
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future.
And
But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
why
There
did you
is
say
something
that?
going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something.
Really?
I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along?
Really?
To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you're saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me.
You know, this, if she's not the traitor, she would have suggested, okay, why don't we exchange books and we see which one is not the traitor? Like, if she did that, my thoughts of her of being the traitor might be reduced by more than half. But it's still a possibility that she ripped it off before giving to him. Okay? She can just say, oh, I don't have the lost page. Besides, how will a person know that... Oh, okay, I kind of answered my question, because if the lost page is what is written on what is happening now, then they know that this thing will happen.
And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
Oh. The snake is...
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
It is, sir.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand. But without you or Luciu, to form and maintain our own unions is... It's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear. Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds, Invi, what does your heart say?
Told you it's the snake.
May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
I kind of got a... I'm thinking that
What's
maybe
wrong
she thinks that she's doing this to help, but actually she's actually like helping the bad guys.
about Ira? I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said.
All I know is that you shouldn't be one.
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. there's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
You left before he is able to say anything. You left. He's just like, okay, maybe he's like gonna like drag it down, but still, you left without him finishing it, and now you want to blame him?
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway, could you get to the point? I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time
Let me
trying
guess,
to
she's
figure
here.
out who the traitor is. But
Oh, it's him.
darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula! I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood. That's your choice to make. You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ascend, do Ira and Envy know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice!
Yeah, he's, from what I can see right now, he's just like a useful idiot that might be corrupted by the dark side. Okay? And I feel that his like yearning for power is something similar to Terra back in Birth by Sleep, you know, where he wants to be the master, but then like Aqua's the only one that was accepted. Okay, so then he relies on darkness.
Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
Bastard, he have the guts to say that after having like a secret meeting behind the two of them.
That's enough.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
What?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together? Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The Master said so. So it is.
Is he always right?
I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even Foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But, to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun. Then, you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
Thank you. If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Envy. Have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, he's not. He's just a dumb guy.
I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness.
He literally is
I
Terra.
believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but you're actually betraying them as well by seeing the Master. Wait, isn't that the Heartless that Sora first saw? You gotta choose a different place to meet up, okay?
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but...
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh,
Envy?
Oh,
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why.
he may not be the traitor, but he is going down that path.
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
It's kind of funny, okay? The whole reason he made the secret alliance, well, it's not so secret, but you get the whole reason he made this alliance is because he's doubting the guy for doubting him, and now he's being doubted for like now he's being doubted for not believing in the rest. Karma. And here comes his dark side.
Envy, you will regret this.
He just wanna be the leader, but he doesn't have enough brain power to do so.
You been here long? My bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by.
Isn't that the one on the book? The first one, like I said earlier?
Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You were!
Leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader.
Yep.
Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I think it's a good
agree.
idea.
Ira is definitely the most worthy among us.
Bullshit!
Make a fine leader.
Bullshit!
Wait, I agree that he is worthy, but why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs.
Oh god. Now this makes... Okay, from the very beginning, I already have doubts on the guy. But now, I feel like he's just playing them all and like forcing them to go to the darkness.
And that is your true role.
He's gonna do something stupid. He's gonna do something stupid.
May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, I said.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Told you. Wait. Wait. Look at the keyblade. Look at the keyblade. Can't get a good shot.
Why do you get in my way?
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses.
He's using Xehanort's keyblade.
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his
Yeah.
prophecy come true. I won't let the
turn
world
to-
fall into darkness.
You fool!
He's Xehanort? Oh, now you come out.
Ava, over here!
Oh, it's a different one.
Envy, Asad, what's going on?
He attacked her.
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true.
Wait, at first we assume that the traitor is somebody who who knows something the others don't know, right? The lost page. And we know that the snake has it. Okay? But then the bear thinks that, the bear wants power, so he wants to overtake the group. And now it seems like the snake is trying to push the blame onto the bear. Right.
Ava, there's no time to lose.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Yes, your heart's in the wrong place. Shit! Oh, okay. I thought it was the other guy. The unicorn guy.
Master?
I see.
If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay. Now where? Ah, here it is.
Ah, the Heartless. Look at that. Huh? He just ripped off the book. He just ripped off the book.
What's this?
Go on. Read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
The mastermind.
You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late.
The traitor is right in front of your eyes. This guy. He's been causing so much stuff
And
here.
in order to help you find the traitor,
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
way to steal my thunder, show off.
Huh?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
Like I say, the bear guy, he just wants power. Jealous and envy took over him.
Trust no one but myself.
Gula.
Do you want to know what my role is?
Huh?
The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor, and you want to strike me down.
I
You
can
knew
s-
there was a traitor, and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
This guy is blaming everybody but himself. God damn it! In the beginning, he's angry at the unicorn guy for like, hey, there's a traitor among us, and then he get the group together and like, hey, don't you think that he didn't trust us? He could be the traitor. He points the finger to everybody but himself, and now he's screwing the whole group up. He's like not taking any responsibility at all.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already.
Don't you underestimate me!
Thanks for proving you're not the traitor. Well, he's the new traitor at the very least.
You too, huh?
See? It's never my fault, it's always everybody else's fault.
Why did it have to come to this?
It's greed and stupidity. He knows.
Come to finish me off? Then make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
A very dim light.
You could be such a good guy after everything we've been through.
And I guess he's gonna hit him.
But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much.
What the fuck did you just say? What the fuck did you just say? That's why I respect him. He shows zero fucking respect for him. You. Oh god. He may be the dimmest light in the universe.
However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role.
This will be it.
But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
Oh god. What the guy Gula did is basically the same thing, like low-key the same thing what Ira is doing, the unicorn guy, by meeting all of them up and say, hey, there might be a traitor among us. He just comes up front with it. Gula just like, no, won't say anything until he's sure. And then, like, this bear guy say, hey, you don't even have any proof yet. Why are you accusing us? So he's not happy with anybody. He's literally blaming everybody.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role.
Yeah!
Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Oh, he's gonna kill somebody.
I need to see that lost page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
But like I say, the original traitor is probably the
What did
master.
Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Someone's
Take care of him. Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
You think that easy? Do you think the list and Esther of Kyrie? Not sure yet.
Gula, what are you doing?
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
The most direct comparison I can see to
It's fine.
the most direct comparison I can see to like one of the characters and with the characters that we know is Terra is definitely the bear guy. Okay. And I would like to say the unicorn is Aqua. But like Aqua is not that confrontational. So there's no, you can see similarities, but not like direct similarities.
Really come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal.
You know what an easy way to stop all of this? Gather all 5 of them, show them the page. That's it! That's it!
It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. My role is to find out who it is. I suspected Ased and went to confront him.
Some people think the... Well, I don't know what happened yet until the end.
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow.
But they did say like this girl here, the guy on the right, I think that this is the one that you were talking about. Like it was said by the unicorn guy that she's training people to to master Keyblade. So she could be the first like line of like the Keyblade master who passed on their knowledge to the next one, right? So in a sense that in a long line of like master disciple, at the end it will lead to like Terra, Ventus, and Aqua.
I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why! The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing.
Really? I didn't notice
Help me
that.
with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master...
Wait. And now the world is still one, right? They still haven't break off to like the world of light and darkness. isn't Kingdom Hearts supposed to be like the center of things? Like, okay, when the world was one, we assume that the Kingdom Hearts is like the middle of everything, and only when the world is breaking to light and darkness, Kingdom Heart is locked away, right? Yeah.
Forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see. May your heart be your guiding key.
This guy might be like the equivalent of Ventus.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Ased and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
And what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Looking at it, like the snake here, she is playing like the role of Aqua, in the sense that she's trying to fix it on her own, but she's not being confrontational with the group.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
The Kingdom Heart is supposed to be the heart of all the world. Like the biggest point of content, like confusion right now, is why that the world is still one. They still need to like go to the Kingdom Hearts. Isn't that supposed to be the like? From what they say, it's like Kingdom Heart is being locked.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
Yes, he going to each and every single one and did this.
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do? Oh,
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
Isn't that Organization 13?
you really think that I'm the right person for this?
Ava, you're the only person for this.
Sora can never be the master of masters because he's too dumb to do that, okay? Like you can expect like even though Goofy is known like to be like the most like the dumbest tool in the shed, but Sora will say the most stupidest thing in the game.
I understand. Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams.
Yeah, but we haven't seen
You
Sora
are
mature
our
yet.
hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions. To be honest,
So these are the people that are gonna lose their Keyblade in the graveyard.
I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, you mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside. This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
Case of Lutsu.
The gazing eye? It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Okay,
Actually,
Is-
no.
the bear like it looks like, you know, Xehanort's Keyblade, but we didn't have a close up on it. But this one is definitely Xehanort, right?
Name. No name. Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact. Ew! Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the Book of Prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least smile a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Wait,
Do I really have to go alone?
he's Gula? Gula became him? I mean Xehanort? He changed his clothes?
What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
You're just gonna make him want to
Now
open
I
it.
really want to know.
All right. I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise. But why?
You'll see.
This is where the fight is gonna be, right? The graveyard. Talking about Sora,
May my heart be my guiding key.
I'm still wondering what happened to Vanitas. Wait, is it? Is it? Is it? You didn't give me any answers! Well, we kinda know, like, the backstory of Xehanort, more or less. Okay, so this is the snake one. Okay, so the bear is not Xehanort. Because it have roughly the same design as Xehanort's one. But it's not Xehanort. Xehanort is Gula. I forgot. He was given another keyblade, right? After that. But still though, even though like this is like keyblade, like the Chi backstory, okay? But we haven't found like we haven't seen the what do you call it, the keyblade being formed. Vanitas is Sora's darkness was created when he was a kid. I thought Vanitas is Ventus's one. Ventus is the original, and then like since he after that Xehanort trained him and he separate Ventus and Vanitas. Like Sora and Ventus haven't like any connection until like Ventus merged with him later on, if I'm not mistaken. Because in Birth by Sleep, Vanitas will in Birth by Sleep is that we know Ventus and Vanitas are separated, and then at the end you see that finally Vanitas take off his helmet and we see basically a dark Sora. So that's why like I'm curious about that, okay? Because in the end of Birth by Sleep, they did form the Keyblade, but they didn't show the Keyblade here. There's gotta be something at the end, right? Of this credits. Nice, like his heart is connected with Ventus, and I take it. Vanitas is Sora's darkness, but his heart is connected with Ventus. Wait, Ventus originally, Ventus merged with Sora like somewhere before Kingdom Hearts 1, if I'm not mistaken. Then after that, when Sora became a Heartless, it created Roxas. But Ventus is still within Sora, right? Like so far we still haven't seen like Ventus and Sora being separated. We did see Roxas. Roxas by the end of 2, he kinda like went with Namine. Like Roxas as an entity is separated. But Ventus, I'm not sure where he is right now. Come on, give me something. Characters. Master of Masters, a mysterious man who possesses an eye. Xemnas was created when Terra. Yes, Xemnas was created by Terra. When because he was corrupted, okay, and Xehanort is already old. He needs a younger body, but then it's like he basically like put his soul inside him, but that doesn't mean that the original old man Xehanort is dead. It's just that he's parasiting off Terra's body, but at the end, that parasite became what's the other name? The Kingdom Hearts 2 bad guy, the younger, much more adult version. Then another form of Xehanort, okay? The guy that we fought at the guy that we fought in Kingdom Hearts 2, okay? Forgot his name. Always forgot his name. But at the end of 2, Xehanort, old man Xehanort is revived, right? If I'm not mistaken. Something like that. No one knows his mischievous nature or calculated humor. He disappears after bestowing 5 of his 6 apprentices with a copy of the book. Charity Dandelion. What's a dandelion? Ava Special Unit for exceptional Keyblade wielders. So these dandelions are just gonna use to fill up the graveyard. Ephemer, a young and outgoing Keyblade wielder. He questions the way the world works and decides to solve mystery on his own. Charity, created. Some people think Luxord is the younger clone of Ansem was when he loses his heart and became Diz. Kinda forgot who is it. I can't remember exactly every single name. Which one is Luxord again? Oh. They should have put this explanation. Like, I do know that sometimes they explain about the nightmare and charity, but they didn't do that in Dream Drop Distance. Luxu. Wait, is Luxu? Wait, Luxu and Gula are different people? Luxu the nobody with card that helps Xemnas. I forgot which one. Okay, let me just check. Luxord. Kingdom Hearts Luxord. Kingdom Hearts Luxord. Maybe I need to see the face. Oh, this guy. The tarot guy. He's always like the minor guy, so I don't really remember that much. Because there are a few characters in the organization that stood out, but he just seemed like one of the lackeys. He's the Dilf of the group. Yeah, that's how I remember him. I see him as the Dilf. Okay. But still, like, you think he looks like Ansem when he looks, because he looks like he's nobody. Ansem. I do see the similarity. But if he is really like Ansem's like counterpart, it feels like he's not being given credit for his brains, because Ansem is the wisest man. Well, one of the wisest men in the game. It depending on like based on whatever information that he get. Okay, Luxor doesn't seem like that. He's like I say, he just seems like a lackey. If they really want to do that, they should have given him a bigger role. Because, like, among the 13, like, of course, like, the first guy, I forgot what is his name, the Xehanort clone, of course, he's gonna be important, and of course, Roxas is important. Then we do have Axel, who basically, like, acts as a good guy, so he's given spotlight. And other than that, oh, maybe Break is also important because like he's also very prominent. Ansem, I think this wise Ansem the Wise Heart was made someone else to create Luxor. That one we don't exactly know. Okay, like I say, if they want to do that, they have to like it Square Enix can do that, okay? But so far, as I see, I don't see there's a direct connection to it, except for experience. But from behavior, I don't see much. Like, I'm still curious about, like, what the Master of Masters here, okay? What the Master of Masters explained here is like, he disappears after bestowing 5 of his 6 apprentices with a copy of the book. Isn't that roughly the same thing what Ansem did with his disciples as well? Luxor will still return in Kingdom Hearts 4. I thought we defeated all of them. How did he come back? I don't. Okay, like I haven't spoiled myself. This is just basically like whatever like I remember from playing all the one up until now. Like I haven't spoiled myself with whatever's gonna happen next after this. I'm just going through the whatever that is available. Okay, so I played the first series, the first bundle. Let's see, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix, and now this is the last entry in the 2.8 Final Chapter remix. Okay, Final Chapter Prologue. Okay, so like I'll be playing 3 on Wednesday. So Tuesday is normally like my day off, unless like there's like unless it's a holiday or something. But usually Tuesday my day off. I want to like relax a little bit, and tomorrow I got things to do. So Wednesday, Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay, like when we played the Birth by Sleep Point 2, we do know that we're gonna start with like Olympus, okay? But I did start Kingdom Hearts 3 a while ago just to check how it is, and I'm very tempted to play it with Japanese voice acting. Like, I don't like Sora's voice actor that much. Well, he's bearable, okay? But I don't think I can take like Goofy and Donald's voice acting in Japanese. So I'm kind of like torn in which one. Seen at the end. Well, I think this is it for today. Okay, so we don't know anything yet, so let's see how it goes on Wednesday. Okay, so like I say, Wednesday is when we're gonna start 3, and looking forward to it, because like one thing that I like of well, I only played a little bit before this, but just like because like I was not invested in it, right? I didn't like play everything from the first game up until now. Like I just played it just like to test it, and I like the fact that from the very early on you kind of have a lot of things that you can do, okay, compared to earlier version of the Kingdom Hearts. Okay, because like earlier version of Kingdom Hearts, you like kind of like weaken. Like of course you're gonna get stronger, but you start with more abilities compared to the rest. That's one thing I like. And also, like, we get to see the other gods, not only Hades. So that's what makes me excited. And it's kind of sad that only third you start to see like other gods of Olympus joining in. Okay, but with that said, we'll leave it up for Wednesday. Okay, so as usual on Wednesday I'm gonna go with Proud mode and see how far I can go. Okay, I do think that for Kingdom Hearts, playing on Proud mode, it's not a big deal as long as you played previous entry, and you can just level it up to like add on your stat, okay, and then it'll be somehow doable. Okay, so that's all for today. I see you guys on Wednesday. Okay, bye bye.